For today's 12 days of tutorials where I'm using a lot of older eyeshadow palettes that you guys voted for, I am using the second most voted for Natasha Denona palette, and that is the My Dream palette. This palette launched in 2022 and it was my favorite palette of that year. I got so much use out of this. I have done so many videos with it, so if you want some more inspiration, I'll link those videos down below for you. And this look that I did today is actually inspired by a look that Natasha did with this palette, and I saw this image in one of her promo emails and I screenshotted it because I knew I wanted to recreate it someday. So I did my best to recreate that look, and I gotta say I love how it turned out. So if you want to see how I did this eyeshadow look, go ahead and keep on watching. To start this look, I feel like I could go either way, where I could start with the black and the waterline, start to smoke that out and then do the crease, or I could start with the crease and kind of work my way down. I think I'm gonna start with the crease and then I'll go downwards and then do the smokiness. Okay, let's do that. I'm gonna start with Unity on a fluffy crease brush, and I'm gonna start by building up this shade in my crease. I grabbed even more shadow because I want the shade to be pretty pigmented. Now I'm going to take a small firm blending brush with more Unity and run that across my entire lower lash line. And then once I get to this outer part of my eye, I'm going to continue dragging my brush outwards to kind of make this shape wrapped around. Then I'll just grab my larger fluffy brush I was just using and kind of use that to blend and soften all of this out. Pretty much I want this Unity shade wrapped around my entire eye. On that same fluffy brush, I'm going to pick up Carpe Diem, and I just picked up a little bit of the shadow, and I'm going to use this to deepen up the crease a little bit, but I'm not going to blend it as high as I did with that Unity shade. Because when we're doing kind of a smoky gradient like this, where the lash line is going to be the deepest part of the look, you want the shades to get lighter and lighter as you blend upwards and downwards. I'm also going to bring this shade on my eyelid too. It doesn't need to be perfect, I just want a little bit of color on here as kind of a base. Alright, I'm feeling really good about this blend so far. These two shades just go perfectly together. Now I'm going to do the black liner part, so I'm going to take my go-to black liner. This is the Makeup Forever one in Whatever Black. And I'm going to line my waterline, my tight line, my entire lower lash line, and my entire top lash line. So just like a really smudgy black liner. And then I'm going to take my smudge brush and just start to smudge out that eyeliner. Alright, so now all that black liner is smudged out. Now on that smudge brush, I'm going to pick up Edgy. I'm going to use that shade pretty much on top of the black smudged out liner just to smudge it out even more and give some of this berry purpley tone. Okay, so it definitely added that purpliness, but I need it to be smoked out even more. I'm gonna go back to that small firm blending brush I was using, and I'm gonna pick up Instinct. And again, I'm gonna kind of put this shade on top of the liner, but I'm also gonna bring it up a little bit towards my outer crease to kind of make a little bit of a winged out shape, kinda. Again, I don't know how Natasha did this look, so I'm just trying my best with the techniques that I know. So I'm really just adding more Instinct to kind of this like outer part of my crease right here, really stamping my brush in this area and trying to pull it outwards. Now I'm gonna go back to my fluffy crease brush with more Unity and a little bit of Carpe Diem on it and just kind of use that to smooth out Instinct on these edges. Now I'm going to pick up Blackest Black on my smudge brush. I'm just going to reapply this black along my entire lash line area just to re-intensify it since I did all that blending. Now on a pencil brush, I'm going to pick up Spontaneous. That's going to go on my inner corner. Now, if you wanted to keep this look completely matte, I think you could totally stop here and finish up the look. But of course, I'm going to add that sparkle in the center of the lid. And I'm assuming she used Spontaneous, so I'm going to pop that on the center of my lid. Now I'm just going to take a small clean crease brush and just kind of soften the edges of that shimmer so it's not super harsh. I also don't like how that shade got on my eyeliner, so I'm going to reapply that black shadow. I popped on my mascara and lashes, and for my lashes I wanted to do a pretty bold lash today, so I'm wearing the Bright Lashes Daydream. And here's a final close-up of the eye look. Guys, this is probably one of my favorite makeup looks that I've done in a while. I just love how this eye turned out. It is giving me such kind of 2016, 2017 vibes, but also kind of in a modern way. But I just think this look is so sexy. I love the black smudgy liner, just the pop of color, the little bit of shimmer. I love this look, guys. But I'm honestly not surprised that I love this look so much because this palette really was my favorite palette of 2022. If you want to know what's on the rest of my face, for my blush, I'm wearing the Essence Pure Nude Baked Blush in the shade Pink Flush, and I am loving this right now. It just gives me a very soft wash of pink, but a lot of sparkle. I am also wearing a bit of my bareMinerals highlighting blush in the shade Rose Glow on top of that. I don't really use like a real highlighter anymore. I kind of use this in place of a highlighter because it's not as like sparkly and intense. And then on my lips, I'm wearing my go-to lip liner. That is the Makeup Forever 1 in Endless Cacao. Then the main color you see on my lips is the Anastasia Lip Velvet in Pure Hollywood, but I wanted a little bit of a gloss to this, so I added this Flower Beauty Gloss Crush in the shade Honey Crush. I had so much fun trying to recreate this makeup look today, and I feel like I did a pretty good job. I feel like I got close. I just really like doing these videos where I feel inspired by someone else's look and I can kind of do my own take on it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.